Hi, KOG here. Today I'm gonna try something different. Somebody said they would like me to help out with the understanding of certain songs. Yeah, I mean there are some lyric videos that are really bad, but I'm gonna try to do well. This is a beginning, so I'm gonna try to do one that was done by the Cube themselves. Now, even if everything is correct, because changing one language to another, just many nuances has to be lost. There's no way around it. And music, especially songs, are only like 3 minutes, 3 minutes long. So it is such a compact artistry, and there can be many things that are lost. So if I can help you guys out, there are many who seem to be interested in this kind of content. So it's not going to be like a music appreciation, but rather a little more analytical. So I don't know if you guys would like something like this or not, but here I go. This is Hwaa from the I-DLE. Now, the name Hwaa itself is very interesting. If you guys look, Hwaa, this is a Korean word, Hwaa. But if you look at the side, there's two characters. These are Chinese characters. Koreans used to use a lot of, Chinese characters before, not anymore, but most people do understand to a certain degree. Now this is Hwaa, also pronounced Hwaa in Korean. But this also is pronounced Hwaa, but this means flower, and this means fire. So Hwaa is one word, but it is described as Hwaa Hwaa in Korean. Now, in Chinese, Hwaa. Anyway, so the pronunciation is the same, but it's a wordplay. Right from the get-go, this is a wordplay. So here we go. It's a spring, but winter has come, visually. As if the dead of winter, the time has completely frozen. Now this is obviously meaning is correct, but let me go into a little more detail. Now 차디 찬, now 찬 just means cold, but 차디 찬 is like cold. You know how it kind of sounds like it's a repeating word? It's a little poetic actually. 차디 찬, it describes something that is like it's a little colder than cold. It's like really cold, absolutely cold. Then they use that word. So and also 한겨울 means dead of winter. It's like right in the middle of the winter. It's like really cold. So really cold winter, as if in the dead of winter has 덮친 듯. Now this is not present here. As if in the dead of winter, the time has completely frozen. Now, the time has completely frozen is the second verse, but if you look, there's a 덮친 듯. Now, 덮친 means when you're like jumping on somebody or pouncing on somebody, you're covering them. For example, 덮다 means you're covering something, but here, 덮친 듯, as if cold winter has like jumped on me or pounced on me. So it is the lyrics are very poetic here. Actually, most of it seems like it. So it's like a cold dead of winter that has like engulfed me, or that would be a little more closer to what she was saying. And time has completely frozen. That is correct. 시간은 다 얼어버리고 time has all frozen over. Now, let's go to the next one. Yeah. Yeah. Now, which seem to be left by the cruel wind, the darkness deepens. Now, 잔인한 그 바람이 남긴 듯한 어둠은 더 깊어버리고. Now, this might be a little confusing, but if I just rephrase that a little bit, the darkness that seems to be left by that cruel wind has become deeper. Yeah, that would be how I would do it, which seemed to be left by the cruel wind, the darkness deepens. Now this is pretty darn good. Okay, seems to be a professional at work here. Now, like not only that, in the middle this says 벗어나리요. Now this part, this is not a language that is often used. It was used quite a bit in a little older Korean. So it's a bit archaic language, and it is often used in poetry. So it's an archaic language, and everything is rhyming, like 얼어버리고, 버리고, 날이 오, you know, everything ends in O. So this is a just as is. If this wasn't a song, if I'm looking at it, I'm going, oh, this is a nice poem. That's the feeling. So it's very well written. Now, scars solely burnt from the days we were not in love. Scars solely burnt from the days. Oh, this is, I think I missed one before. Okay, now after the 벗어나리요, there's 끝없이 펼쳐진 기약 없는 계절을. Now this means from the endless season with no promise. Okay. With no promise. Okay, 기약 means promise. So 기약 없는 계절을, it does mean the season with no promise. But yeah, 기약 is promise and 계절 is also season, so it's a season with no promise. That makes a lot of sense, but it is a bit literal. It has a, why would season promise you something, right? That's just figurative speech. It's just how you say it, but it means endless or just long. It's, you know, I'm working and 기약이 없어. 기약 없이 계속되는 일. You know, that means you know, but that does not mean it's 일 means work, right? It does not mean work without promise. It's endless, like ever going work, meaning just endless. It's just whole lot of work, so you don't really know when it ends. Here, promise, actually, 기약 also is a promise, but it actually means the end. So from this endless season, and 끝없이 펼쳐진 is also endless, but it's like it's most used like when you're looking at like at the sea, and it just feels endless. It just goes on and on and on. Now this is 끝없이, endless. 펼쳐진 means like, you know, out there, you know, like spread out. So endlessly spread out, and also endless season. Now that makes a whole lot more sense, because it's just endless, and it's just wide and just vast, and just no a season without promise of ending. That is actual the meaning of this verse. And it goes to 지워내려. She's gonna say that. Yeah, she wanna erase it. It's the I think this thing is about the relationships, and someone is leaving you or you're breaking up, and it feels like it's, the relation feels cold, time is all frozen, it's just getting darker, and I'm gonna get out. And 끝없이 and this season, the winter that she was talking about is the relationship that just feels cold, and she just want to get out of it, and also 벗어나려, right before this she'll break out. Yeah, which does make sense. 벗어나려 means like escape, or getting out of the boundary. Getting out is actually what it means, but it also ends with O, 벗어나리오, 지워내리오. Now these are all very little bit archaic language that are often used in poetry. So now this is the scars solely burnt from the days we were not in love. Okay, this person tried not to be very this person really tried not to be literal here and tried to make sense, and which is a good attempt. Now 뜨겁지 못한 날들의 now actually what it means is the burnt scars that I only received from the days that were not even hot is the actual word. Now translation, that would be like exact translation. So she got scars, and she's the only one. 홀로 means I alone got this scar, burnt scar, from the days that was not even hot. Obviously, this would probably mean that the well, I don't think the other person was hot. I mean, not that kind of hot, but was not that emotional or didn't love her, that strongly, but she did. So she's the only one. That's why, like, I love him, but he's cold, so he doesn't get burned. I do, and it's showing the scars from those days that they weren't even cold. Now that's the part. Here. 큰 불을 내리오. Now, how was it? Now here it's not I shall ignite a fire. It's a 큰 불. It's a huge. 큰 means big. 큰 불을 내리오. Okay, so I'm gonna set a huge fire. Now that wouldn't sound good as a translation here, but that's what it means. So it's like because she got burned and everything, and obviously I think I wouldn't be very happy. I'll be pissed off. So I'm gonna just go set a big fire, meaning like she's gonna get emotional or something like that, maybe. Okay, next, here we go. So then my Duolingo said, okay, this is pretty much, I think, correct. Yeah, it's done very good, very good. Now, tears, the literal translation would be this within me, the tears would not live, will not be able to survive anymore. So I'm gonna set a big fire so that the tears cannot, survive within me, or will not, exist anymore. Man, this is a tough song. Sad song. Now here she says, I shall make a fire, I shall make a fire. No, 난 화를 내리요. 더 화를 내리요. Now this is terrible. See, this would confuse the listener or someone who wants to know what this song is saying. Now I shall make a fire. No, it's 화를 내다 means I'm gonna get angry. Now she's playing with the word hwa because, like I told you guys before, it could mean fire, it could mean flower, but it also means anger. 화가 난다 means, I'm so angry. I'm angry. So hwa means also anger. Now, here, yeah, even I caught up in that. I said that it's probably like I'm gonna get more emotional or whatever. Yeah, she's saying I'm gonna get more angry and angry because of what is happening or what has happened. So it is not I shall make a fire or bigger fire. I'm gonna get angry, even more angry. I'm gonna show more anger so that I can get the spring back. Yeah, so I will win back spring that I've lost. Yeah, okay. Yeah, something like that. I'll find the spring. Actually, I'll find the spring that I have lost. So not win back, more like retrieve or find, but it is fine. Okay. Now, the cold wind and the heart covered in white snow. Now it says, okay, use of and might be, it's okay. Now, the wind that is blowing cold and the heart that has been covered with heart that has been covered white with snow. So this is not, it's not an and, but more like a this and that type of a deal here. So, but it's fine. 나 아침이 오면 불이 녹을 수 있게. May please melt completely when the morning comes. Okay, it's a good attempt. Very good. May, because the reason the translator used may is that the 부디 means please, or it has a feeling of a hope, or being desperate. You're like, 부디 봄이 오길. Is like, oh, God, please let the spring come. That type of feel. So it's like maybe it has almost be like a please to it. So you know, all the cold wind and, you know, the frozen heart, you know, the so that it will all melt away when the spring comes, please. Okay, here we go. Okay, light up a fire. This is good. 불을 지펴라. 지펴라 means like light up or start a fire. Hwaa, fire. Okay, this is fine. Now this part is correct. It's just show bloom of flower. Now here, 타올라 means actually, you know, when fire burns, you know, it feels like it's just going up. You know, it's like climbing up. So 타 means burn, but 올라 means going up or climb. So when Koreans, when they talk about fire, they say, you know, 타오르다, which means burning and climbing up. So that's the that's perhaps it has something to do with this dance too. I didn't really see the dance correctly, but they might be expressing that. Yeah, this part would be blooming the flower part, and going up like that is maybe the fire. Okay, here we go. Okay, this is the tough rap part. I shall let you trace, leave a mark. Okay. Okay. 내 너의 흔적 남지 않게 하리. I'll make sure that there won't be a trace left of you. Yeah, that's it. You know, I'm not gonna let you leave any trace of you. 못다한 원망돌 홀홀 탈이. She'll burn the resentment left undone. That's pretty good. Except the 홀홀 탈이. This is very interesting. Like 홀홀 is something flying, or there is an explanation of how the fire like burns and flies away sometimes, you know. It's like when they said 홀홀 탄다 means it's like, you know, the fire is just going up, and yeah, so it's very well written. It's just basically a poem. It's very expressive. You know, of course it does mean, you know, shall burn, you know, resentment undone, but you know, she's explaining that 헐헐 탈이, so it means like, you know, it's burning with such intensity. 쓸쓸한 추위를 걷어가길. Okay, next. And shall take away the lonesome cold. Okay, yeah, it is taking away, but 쓸쓸한 추위를, it's like the lonely, you know, lonesome or lonely cold. Please take it back, because 가길 means you're asking someone to, or something to happen in certain way. It's a wish. It's a short for 가기를, you know, So here, she's hoping that this cold winter would be taken back. 걷어가길 means 걷어 means, you know, taking it back. Not take away, but take back the lonesome cold. Okay, that would be a little more accurate. Okay. Ooh, that's cool. I think I missed it. Okay, here. Step over the withered flower path, and she'll take away the lonesome cold and step over the withered flower path. Now, this 지려 발제 남겨진 그 leftover 시들은 withered 꽃길을 the flower path. Now, 지려 발지 means, yeah, you're stepping over it. You're stepping over the flower road. But this is from a very, very famous poem in Korea. So I think any Korean, when they say 지려발다 means, because you don't really use it, but it's such a beautiful word that explains how you're stepping. Like if you're stomping on something, this is not it. You're stepping on it, but like you're carefully stepping on it, you know? So like just imagine something like there'll be a flower patch and you're not stomping or killing flowers, but you're just stepping over it like gently. 지려발다, it has that meaning. So I think I explained what it means. So, you know, 남겨진 시들은 꽃길을. Now, and there's another interesting thing here about 꽃길. Now, 꽃길 literally means flower road or flower, path or road or things like that. But interesting thing is, in Korea, when you say 꽃길, because how many roads are paved with flowers, right? Actually, it is more often used for someplace nice, a very good path. It's a like, oh, you know what? All your bad days are over. Now you have became a doctor. Now 꽃길만 걸으면 돼. Which means now you only walk the flower path. So flower path here it's literal is flower path or flower road, but what it really means, what it implies is it's a happy place, a happy path, in life or the direction. So, but it's really artistic here because this 꽃길, like I said, is a very good path. But here it says 남겨진 시들은, the withered and leftover flower road. So it explains that she thought it was gonna be 꽃길, maybe with the person, the relationship. She has such high hopes and she was gonna be so happy, forever and ever. But what is left is that the road, that the flower path that she thought, the good place, happiness that she thought she would get, is left and withered. So, but she still is gonna, step over it. Okay, now, guys, this is a lot tougher than I thought. Okay, here we go. Okay, now this they didn't even try here. 하늘 풀리라, 다시금 봄을 누리라. Now, 하늘 풀리라. Now, you guys gotta know what Han is first. Is a feeling of angst or anger, or it's like Han is some anger and pain and things that, and Korean have two things that are very, very strong as a culture, is two things. One is Chung and one is Han, and maybe Hwaa too. But now Chung means, being nice, good-hearted, or being helpful. Like when you go to like some place and ask, and people be very helpful and very nice, and even after certain interactions, you have they get really close to you, and they share, and that's called Chung. But Han is like, it's like years of that anger. Like if you guys watch a movie like one of those revenge flicks, like a deep rooted, like your father has killed me, yeah, no, not kill me, but like your father, you killed my father, it's like, and it takes like 30 years, because Korea has a lot of Han, like losing their country or being mistreated or taken over, or the war, and life has been pretty tough for Koreans. So Han means just that deep rooted, very it has, Han means just that feeling of sadness or hate or whatever, that bad feeling has just become part of you. It's just inside. It's just something very substantial, and they call that Han. So she's calling whatever 한을 풀리라. So untangle. This is a literal translation here. I'm going to get this Han and just unravel it, and so that once again, 다시금, I can enjoy the spring once again. Not I shall feel 누리다 is it's not feel, it's and it's more like being able to enjoy or have power over, to have right to that act, or certain status or action that you are able to, you have right to do. So yeah, she's saying that whatever this terrible thing happening between the other person, the relationship perhaps, it's so bad, it was so bad that it feels like Han, and you know what, she wants to get rid of it so she can enjoy the spring again, to be reborn. Okay, here we go. I might have took one that's a little too hard to begin with. It's a lot of work. Holy sh! 추억은 모조리 부리나 걸음이다. Okay, how this should have been pretty tough. All memories turns into ashes. Not ashes here. What she's saying is all the memories all become fire, or 걸음. Oh man, that's messed up. I think this person, the translation wasn't that bad. They're describing as ashes, but the literal translation would be, my memories all become fire, but what's left over from fire should be ashes, right? You get, when you burn something, you get fire and then you got ashes. But that's why this person translate it this way, and it is good. But what she actually said is 불이나 거름이 돼. 거름 is like a fertilizer. My memories become fire and fertilizer. So, of course, ashes are often used as fertilizer, but she chose the word 거름 rather than ashes, because I think it just tells how she feels, you know, of what's left of the memories. It's just anger and fire, and what should be left over is, she could describe it as ashes, but she's describing it as fertilizer, you know. So that kind of tells you how she's feeling. Then she'll bloom, 찬란한 꽃을 피우라, beautiful bright flower. Yeah, 찬란한 does mean bright, but it should be more like glorious flower. I'll bloom glorious flowers. The 찬란한 does mean a bright or sparkly or shiny. You know, it's like, oh, it's just, you know, but how it's used, it's like glorious, really good, you know. That's what it means. But this is a little bit literal. Oh, by the way, I'm not trying to say this translation, a certain part is not very good, but it in general is pretty darn good. My mission is to give you guys the exact, as closely as possible, what it actually feels and what it's trying to say. I shall make a fire, bigger fire. Here, the same thing here. Remember guys, the Hwaa here is not the fire or the flower. Here is just anger. I'm gonna get angry. I'm gonna get more angry, so that I can find that this is a spring that I've lost. Okay, I've done this before. Okay, I think after here, this part I've done. I think it's a chorus. Okay. I think I've covered here. Show bloom or flower. By holding the okay, here we go. Show bloom 꽃 피우리라. This part here. Oh. I shall bloom a flower. There we go. 끊어진 인연의 미련을 품에 안고. By holding the regret of broken fate. Okay. 끊어진, in English you say broken. In Korean, 끊어진 means cut off. Like if you have a string, it's cut off. So 인연 is not exact. It is a fate in a way, but 인연 actually means relationship. You know, between people. So, but they say it's like a when they describe relationship between people when it's cut off. Yeah, they say it's like cut off, like as if in a string. So broken the broken relationship, 미련, Regrets, that's right. You know. Now, by holding the more like embracing the regrets of broken relationship. That's what it means. Now, next is 싫었던 시간을 나를 태워간다. Ooh, Hwaa. This is very interesting too. By holding the words of broken fate. Okay. The reason I said it's embrace is 품에 안고. 품 is like your, you know, this is your pum. Like 안고 means hug. So, you know, when you hug, there's a space within it. This is, you know, your this is what you call pum. It's this is little. Is there a word for English? I don't think so. You know, when you're hugging something, 품에 안고 means like you're putting somebody inside your ear. This is what we call pum. So 품에 안고. So that's why I said it's closer to embrace. 싫었던 시간을 나를 태워간다. Hwaa. Now this is a very interesting, very. Burn myself with fire of the fire heartbreaking times. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this person can do best that the he or she can, because this is okay. 싫었던 means the time they were cold. That's what it means. 싫었던 시간을, the time they were cold. 싫었다 is cold, but it's kind of different because it's like a feeling of how would you say? Okay. Think of a frostbite, or like when you're cold, your extremities, like your fingers or something. You know, in the winter you go out and you're doing work or something, and then you know how your fingers or your extremities start to feel weird and stuff? And then people say, oh, 손 시려. Okay? 시려 means that feeling. You know, it's cold, but like you can be cold and, you know, you might not be freezing. I mean, there isn't a word for that. But in Korean, you know, the feeling of like when, you know, it's just, you're start to lose like the senses. Then you go, you know, oh man, that's 시렸던. 손이 시렵다. You know, my hands were 시려. So, the time they were 시렸던, it means, you know, she's poetically saying the times they were like cold, but you know, that so cold that, you know, you're becoming numb. And then this is the fun, I think, interesting part. 나를 태워간다. Hwaa. Now here, I am burning myself. Because 나를, yeah, I am, you know, I'm burnt. 태워 means burn, 간다. So I'm burning myself. So the times that I was cold and myself, I am burning them all. Hwaa, fire. So that's what it actually means. Burn myself with fire of the, no, just I'm burning me, and the time that were just, I felt cold and numb, I'm burning all that. Hwaa. Okay, now here, after that, this is another interesting part. Okay, this is good. Okay, she's saying Hwaa again here, but this is all flower and not fire anymore. The Chinese character is different, so it's just sounding the same, but it's different. Hwaa. Okay, I think that was it. like I said, oh man, this was and this was a great. Forget this. I mean, songs is great, fine, but the lyricism is very, very good. It's very poetic. It's just reached like a poetry poem. You know, it's she did write it and produce it, right? Soyeon, composed by Soyeon. If she wrote all the lyrics, great work, because this she must be very good in Korean. It's high level, very descriptive and very beautiful poetry here. I enjoyed it. Okay, the depth of what she's describing is, the obviously what she's feeling from loss of someone, or the end of a relationship type of a deal. But how she explains it, just with one word, Hwaa, it feels like fire, and the anger and the flower. She's all the imagery that goes in to describe how she's feeling, what she's hoping for, the little hope she has, and all that stuff. Man, great work. That's all I can say. Okay. Now, as you guys can see, this whole, it looks kind of messy and all that, and with all this writing and stuff. This is best I could come up with in my first try. So please excuse this crazy screen. I could have downloaded the video and maybe played in a little better place, and then I would have rearranged everything. But I thought, hey, let's get it out there and see what people will say first. I don't know. I think I don't know if I did a great job or nothing, but I feel like I can help out people who might be more curious about these things, more so than me just reacting to like a music. So I hope you guys liked it. Thank you very much. KOG here, and let's see. Oh, please like and subscribe, and leave comments on what kind of song I should go to do next. Thank you.